Good evening, my dear kids. Welcome back once again to the world of science. I am Mithun Raj, signing in from this part of the world, Cochin, Kerala, your science teacher for now. And we were discussing about the second chapter of biology, okay, for the 9th standard science. Actually, it's the 6th chapter of the textbook and second chapter of the biology part. And the name of the chapter was tissues. So already we discussed a lot about plant tissues. Okay, I know that it's not that much very difficult to understand all those things. It's very simple basics. Only the problem, one problem regarding this chapter is their names and pronunciation and spelling. Okay, once you get that, this chapter will be very simple. Okay, the notes I already given till simple permanent tissues, complex permanent tissues notes I will give today with this video, and within two more class we will try to finish this chapter. Okay, the next is about animal tissue. Not all animals, especially in this chapter we are dealing with human beings. Okay, not human beings, lots of primates are there which resembles human beings like monkeys, chimpanzees, gorillas. Most of them have the same type of tissues in their body because we are animals, we are all animals, isn't it? Animal tissues are almost same in most of the animals. But here we are discussing about humans. Okay, let us start with the animal tissues. It won't be that much difficult because some of these names already you will have heard about this. Okay, because like this blood, bone, ligament, you already heard about ligaments which we have between bones which connects our bones. Tendons also is there between muscles and bones. Cartilage, areolar, adipose, cardiac means something related to heart. Unstrained and strained means voluntary, unstrained means involuntary, no, voluntary, involuntary, like anyway we will discuss later. Involuntary, voluntary. Okay, squamous, columnar, cuboidal, glandular. These are some of the new words you must study in these animal tissues. Animal tissues are specially divided into four parts. Okay, that are, this is the animal tissues division: epithelial tissue, muscular tissue, connective tissue, nervous tissue. Only you will have one doubt regarding epithelial tissue. Okay, muscular tissue, no, you know what is muscle, isn't it? Yes, muscular tissue is of course these tissues which is present in our muscles. Okay, the muscle cells, the combination of muscle cells together, it is called as muscular tissue. We have lots of muscles in our body, isn't it? We have muscles in our arms, legs. Not only that, we have muscles in our internal organs, isn't it? In our heart there are muscles, in our lungs there are muscles, in our stomach there are muscles, esophagus there is muscles, isn't it? Everywhere, in intestine, in large intestine, in anus, wherever you see inside our body, there are certain types of muscles. Anyway, there are not that much muscles in brain. Okay, brain there is not that much muscles, but most of the other internal organs, okay, they have muscles in them. So they are called as muscular tissue. Connective tissue means tissues which connect between each other. The best example is blood. You already know that blood is the main medium of transportation in our body, isn't it? Yes, blood transport oxygen and other food materials which is produced in our body or in our small intestine, and it transport it to the different parts of our body. So it is a connective tissue, blood. Bone is a connective tissue, isn't it? Our bones are connected with each other. Am I right or not? So no. How many bones we have? Okay, that's a question. How many bones we have? You can comment or you can tell the answer in my personal WhatsApp number. Anyway, you studied that before, okay? Anyway, last one is ligaments. Some of you already heard about these ligaments, okay? You cracked your ligaments, you strained or sprained your ligaments. Tendons, cartilage, areola. Anyway, we will study everything in detail. Just giving an introduction. So connective tissue means something which connects between each other. Next one is nervous tissue. Nervous tissue has only one purpose: transmit signals. Okay, transmit electrical signals throughout our body. Okay, from brain to different parts of our body, and from different parts of our body to brain. That is the use of nervous tissues. Only one such tissue is there, nervous tissue. It's a unique one. Okay, we will study it in detail in next year 10th standard. Neuron. It's a very important diagram also. Okay, nervous tissue. Only one purpose: transmitting signals. But we didn't deal about this epithelial tissue. What are these epithelial tissues? Squamous, columnar, cuboidal, glandular. These are the four epithelial tissues. In not four, there is a lots of other tissues also. The main four epithelial tissues are squamous, columnar, cuboidal, and glandular. Anyway, I think you don't have any idea regarding these things. Am I right or not? My dear kids, epithelial tissue is nothing but this tissue which gives us protection. Okay, tissue which gives us protection. For example, if something is giving protection, where will be its position? Listen carefully. If something is give us protection, where will be its position? For example, most of you have dogs in your home. Okay, dogs. Mostly, what is the real purpose of a dog in home? It is to protect our home from intruders or strangers or trespassers, isn't it? Or robbers, whoever comes. Intruders means it will include everybody. So, if we want to protect our home, for example, same time like watchman, we have watchmen in homes, in hotels, in buildings and all. We see a lots of watchmen are there. What is the job of the watchman? To protect our home or protect our property, isn't it? So, where they are sitting, if they want to protect our property or protect our home, where will be their position? Of course, it will be outside, isn't it? No dog can give any protection by sitting inside the home. No watchman can give the protection of a particular building by sitting inside the building, isn't it? So, the position of that protector is outside. In same in human beings. Epithelial tissues means it gives protection. That particular tissues are in the outermost part. Okay, in the outermost wall of our organs. We are not talking about skin. Okay, we are talking about internal organs. Simply, our internal organs are very, very sensitive, like our mouth. Mouth is cannot say an internal organ. Some of the part of mouth, esophagus, vocal cord, stomach, intestine, isn't it? All of your intestine, anus, and all, they are very, very sensitive. So, to protect them, the outer layer of those organs are covered by a particular type of tissues called as epithelial tissues. There are four types that we will, in detail, we will study later. Okay, let us start animal tissues. So, animal tissues are of four main types: epithelial, muscular, connective, and nervous. So, first one is epithelial tissues. They are different types. They are squamous, columnar, cuboidal, glandular, etc. They provide protection. Okay, this is protecting tissues, especially internal organs. Okay, epithelial means protection. Muscular tissues, three types: strained, unstrained, and cardiac. Cardiac means heart. Strained and unstrained means voluntary and involuntary muscles. Voluntary and involuntary. Okay, some muscles are there which we can control. For example, muscles in our hand, muscles in our leg, arm, fingers, and all that we can control. But some muscles are there inside our body. Okay, for example, in heart, in stomach, in intestine, that muscles we cannot control it. Okay, that muscles are called as involuntary and voluntary muscles that we will study in detail afterwards. Next one is connective tissues which connect between each other. Different types are blood tissues, bone tissues, ligament tissues, tendons tissues, cartilage, areolar, and adipose or adipose. Nervous, anyway pronunciation, real pronunciation, real R. Velar, but in Indian English we can say areolar. Otherwise, if you study with the real pronunciation, A is silent here. Dipos, velar, dipos, velar, like that we have to pronounce. But if you are studying like that, means you will miss that A while you are writing in examination. All other thing, I think it is easy to pronounce. Blood, bone, ligaments, tendons, cartilage, areolar, and adipose. Okay, pronounce like that. Anyway, pronunciation won't ask for examination. You want to write the spelling correctly. Nervous tissues consist of nerve cells and neuron. So that's the introduction part regarding animal tissues. Next, we can start with epithelial tissue. Okay, see, these are different types of epithelial tissue. Don't be get tensed. Okay, you don't want to draw these diagrams. It's only for understanding. Different types of epithelial tissues are there. Okay, see, epithelial tissues is the covering or protective tissue in animals. It is the protective tissue. Protective tissue means will be in the outermost wall of our organs. It forms the outer covering like skin, outer covering of organs, inner lining of blood vessels, lungs, esophagus, etc. All the outer covering of our body are what? Epithelial tissues. Okay, just keep that in mind. They are protective tissues and their position is in the outermost part. Next, what we want to do? Next, it forms the outer covering like skin. Okay, already discussed. It protects the body and controls the movement of materials between the body and the surroundings and between the parts of the body. So the main job is protection and controls the movement of materials between the body. Lots of materials are moving inside our body, isn't it? And the surroundings and between the parts of the body. Anyway, our body, almost 60 to 70% of fluids are there in our body. Okay, so these movement of such materials are being controlled by this epithelial tissue, but their main function is what? Protection. Okay, protective tissue. Their main function is protection, and also they help in the movement of different particles inside our body, isn't it? Anyway, our intestine and all, most of the time they are moving. Our stomach is also moving, not from our head to toe. Not that, a small minor movements are there. Okay, minor movements are there here and there. Okay, don't imagine that our stomach is moving here and there throughout the body. Okay, sometimes it is in our hand, sometimes it is in our leg. No, not like that. It has movements, but small movements. And this liquid also here and there they will move. That all are controlled by what? These epithelial tissues. These cells are closely arranged and have a fibrous basement membrane. They are very closely packed. Okay, like which one we studied in plant cell? Closely packed cell, what is it? The last one we studied, sclerenchyma, isn't it? Like them, they are very closely packed. Okay, very close to each other. If we want to give protection, it must be tough, isn't it? If it must be tough, then it must be closely packed. Then only it will have toughness, strength. So these epithelial tissues are very closely arranged. These are some of the epithelial tissues. Simple squamous means a thin layer, like a paper, plain paper. Okay, these are different styles of epithelial tissues. This is simple cuboidal. See, like a cube. See, each cells are like a cube, and some epithelial tissues are like column. See, it's a big column, like a cylinder. Understand? And some is like stratified squamous means mixture of all these things. Simple squamous, cuboidal, simple color, all are there. Next one is stratified cuboidal. Stratified means one after the another. Okay. Then pseudo-stratified columnar. Same like that, mixed with column muscles. Anyway, the main thing is this one. Okay. Simple squamous, simple cuboidal, simple columnar. I will give the definition, that will be very easy to understand. With the diagram you are understanding anything? This you can understand. Simple squamous you can understand. Simple cuboidal also you can understand. Columnar also understand. This is mixture. This is stratified cuboidal. Stratified cuboidal means these simple cuboidal epithelial tissues are packed one after the another. Here, squamous tissues, still thin layers are packed one after the another. Okay, and columnar means different column tissues are packed one after the another. Transitional means they are mixture of all these tissues. Okay, this is simple commas. Stratified commas means a lots of single commas tissues. Simple cuboidal means it looks like cube, and stratified cuboidal means a mixture of all these cuboidal muscles, tissues. Sorry, not muscles. Simple columnar means this shape of that particular tissue is like columns. Pseudostratified columnar means mixture. A lots of simple columnar muscles are togetherly packed. Transitional, mixture of all these three things. Okay. So I hope that you all understand the introduction towards animal tissues. Animal tissues is very easy regarding plant tissue. I think like that because animals means we are animals. We know what we have inside our body. And this is important also. You must know what all things are there inside our body. Anyway, you know you have lungs, you have eyes, you have hands, muscles, isn't it? Stomach, intestine, lungs, tongue. But you must know each part of these organs, which type of cells or which types of tissues are also present. Okay, the main thing is you must remember these names. I know it is difficult. Even I am also forgetting some of these names. It's not that much easy. But anyway, you are students, you must know. You must study that, otherwise you will lose marks. My dear students, this chapter I already told, it is very easy to score full marks in this chapter. Okay, only study, write and practice these names. Okay, write and practice. If you have any problem with this, personally you can call about this, pronunciation and all. If you are planning to choose medical field, then you must study these pronunciations. Okay, regarding these epithelial tissues. Anyway, their names we can pronounce as we like, but particular pronunciations are there for all those things. But nowadays Indian English is getting very famous. Original pronunciation, nobody cares about that. Anyway, the main meaning of language is to communicate so that other will understand. Okay, that's it. That's the end of the class. Next session we will start with the next type of tissues. This squamous epithelial, and we will study that in details. Okay. Anyway, I think 3 more classes or 2 more classes it will take. See, it's very definitely given. Anyway, this picture is not human being. Leave it. Okay. Okay, my dear kids. Mithun Raj signing off from this part of the world. See you soon with the next video log. I will send the notes also with this video. You want to write it into your science notebook. Okay, you want to complete that also. Only 1 or 2 pages are there. Within 2 days you want to complete it. That's it. See you soon. Stay at home, stay safe, be healthy, eat good food, drink good water. Whenever you are getting out of your home, what do you want to do? You want to wear a mask and you want to maintain personal hygiene. That is the main thing to counter attack the coronavirus. Okay. So, bye bye, my dear kids. Goodbye and Jai Hind.